Goals. There's no telling what you can do when you get inspired by them. There's no telling what you can do when you believe in them. And there's no telling what will happen when you act upon them. Let me ask you something. Are you living your life chasing dreams, or are you actively working toward your goals? And here's the real question. What's the difference anyway? Most people don't know. They confuse dreams and goals, and because of that, they never make the progress they're capable of. Today, we're going to break it all down. We'll uncover the key differences between dreams and goals, why understanding this distinction is so important, and most importantly, how to turn your dreams into actionable goals that lead to real success. This isn't just about motivation, it's about giving you the tools to take control of your future. This message is for anyone who's ever felt stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of how to move forward. It's for the dreamers who are ready to become doers. So grab a notebook, open your mind, and let's get to work. Because today, we're turning dreams into goals, and goals into achievements. Let's start with dreams. Dreams are where it all begins. They're your vision for the future, your hopes, your desires, and your aspirations. They're the pictures you paint in your mind of what life could be. Dreams are powerful. They inspire us, they excite us, and they give us something to reach for. But here's the thing. Dreams by themselves are not enough. A dream is like a beautiful picture with no frame. It's inspiring to look at, but it lacks structure. And without structure, it can't stand the test of time. That's why so many people stay stuck in the dream stage. They love to imagine what could be, but they don't take the next step to make it real. Now let's talk about goals. Goals are what turn dreams into reality. Goals take the energy and excitement of a dream and channel it into specific, actionable steps. A goal is a dream with a deadline, a plan, and a purpose. Think of goals as your roadmap. They tell you where you're going, how to get there, and how long it's going to take. Without goals, even the most inspiring dreams will remain just that, dreams. So what's the difference between dreams and goals? It's simple. Dreams inspire you, but goals discipline you. Dreams are the spark, but goals are the engine. Dreams are where you start, but goals are how you finish. Here's the truth. If all you have are dreams, you'll always be chasing. But when you turn those dreams into goals, you start achieving. You stop imagining what could be, and you start creating what will be. Let me give you an example. Let's say you have a dream to be healthy and fit. That's a great dream, but it's vague. What does it mean? How will you get there? Now let's turn that dream into a goal. I will lose 10 pounds in the next 3 months by exercising 4 times a week and eating a balanced diet. See the difference? The dream gives you the vision, but the goal gives you the steps to make it happen. Now that we understand what dreams and goals are, let's talk about why the difference between them matters. Because let me tell you, it's not just a small difference. It's the line between wishing for something and actually achieving it. How many people do you know who spend their whole lives dreaming? They talk about what they'd love to do, where they'd love to go, the kind of life they'd love to live, but they never do anything about it. Why? Because they're stuck in the dream phase. Here's the problem with staying in the dream phase. It creates frustration. You see what you want in your mind, but you don't see any progress in real life. That's because dreams by themselves don't move you forward. They're like a car without fuel, beautiful to look at, but going nowhere. I've met people who dream of starting a business, traveling the world, or achieving financial independence. But when I ask them, "What's your plan?" they don't have an answer. And that's the issue. Without goals, dreams remain just dreams, nothing more than ideas floating in your mind. Goals are the solution to this problem. They take the inspiration of a dream and turn it into something you can act on. Goals give you clarity, focus, and direction. They tell you what needs to be done, when it needs to be done, and how to do it. With goals, you're no longer wishing for something to happen, you're making it happen. Think about this. A dream might say, "I want to be successful." But a goal says, "I will start a business, attract my first 5 clients within 6 months, and generate $50,000 in revenue by the end of the year." See the difference? The dream gives you the big picture, but the goal gives you the roadmap. Let me share why this distinction matters so much. When you start setting goals, your mindset changes. You go from being reactive to proactive. Instead of waiting for opportunities, you start creating them. Instead of hoping for success, you start building it. Goals empower you to take control of your life. Here's the truth. Life doesn't just hand you what you want. It hands you opportunities, and it's up to you to turn those opportunities into results. Goals are what make that possible. Here's another reason why goals are so important. They create progress. And progress, my friends, is what keeps you motivated. There's nothing more exciting than seeing yourself move closer to your dream, one step at a time. Goals give you that excitement. They give you something to work toward and something to celebrate. Let me ask you, have you ever crossed something off a to-do list? Feels good, doesn't it? That's the power of goals. Every time you achieve one, no matter how small, it boosts your confidence, builds momentum, and makes you hungry for the next challenge. Let's think about it this way. Dreams answer the question, what do I want? Goals answer the question, how will I get it? Both are important, but they serve different purposes. Without a dream, you have no direction. Without a goal, you have no action. Let me share a quick example. Imagine you're planning a trip. The dream is your destination. It's where you want to go. But the goal is the itinerary. It's the step-by-step plan that gets you there. Without the dream, you're wandering aimlessly. Without the goal, you're stuck at home. You need both. Now, some people avoid setting goals because they're afraid of failing. They think, if I set a goal and don't achieve it, I'll feel like a failure. Let me tell you this. Not setting goals is the real failure. Because when you don't set goals, you're guaranteed not to achieve them. At least with goals, you're giving yourself a chance. And here's the secret. Even if you don't hit your goal, you'll be further ahead than if you hadn't tried. Every step you take, every effort you make, brings you closer to your dream. So don't let fear hold you back. Set the goal and give it everything you've got. Here's another reason why goals matter. They create a ripple effect in your life. When you start achieving goals in one area, it spills over into others. For example, let's say you set a fitness goal and start exercising regularly. That discipline can carry over into your work, your relationships, and even your finances. Goals don't just change one part of your life, they elevate your entire life. All right, now it's time to get practical. We've talked about the importance of turning your dreams into goals, but how exactly do you do it? What steps can you take to bridge the gap between what you want and what you achieve? Let me walk you through the process. The first step is simple but powerful. Write it down. Get those dreams out of your head and onto paper. Why? Because something magical happens when you put your thoughts into words. Writing makes it real. It transforms a vague idea into something tangible. Take a few minutes and think about what you truly want in life. Don't hold back. Dream big. Write down everything that comes to mind, no matter how impossible it might seem. The key here is to let your imagination run wild. Remember, the dream is where it starts. As I would always say, don't let your learning lead to knowledge. Let your learning lead to action, and writing is that first action. Now that you've written down your dreams, the next step is to break them down into smaller, actionable steps. This is where dreams become goals. Take each dream and ask yourself, what do I need to do to make this happen? For example, if your dream is to start your own business, your first goal might be to research your industry. Then you might set a goal to write a business plan, find funding, or launch a website. Breaking it down makes it less overwhelming and gives you a clear path forward. Here's the key. Every big goal is just a series of small steps. Focus on the next step, and the dream will take care of itself. Dreams with no deadlines are just fantasies. If you want to achieve your goals, you need to set a time frame. A goal without a deadline is like a ship without a destination. It'll drift aimlessly. Deadlines give you urgency, and urgency gives you focus. But here's the secret. Make your deadlines realistic. Don't set yourself up for failure by expecting overnight results. If your dream is to save $10,000, start with a goal to save $1,000 in the next 3 months. Small, achievable deadlines build momentum and keep you moving forward. As they say, a goal is a dream with a deadline. So give your dreams a timeline and watch what happens. This is where most people fall short. They dream big, they set goals, but then they don't follow through. Let me tell you something. A goal without action is just as useless as a dream without a plan. You've got to take action every single day. And here's the good news. It doesn't have to be massive action. Small steps taken consistently will get you where you want to go. If your goal is to write a book, start by writing 500 words a day. If your goal is to get fit, commit to 30 minutes of exercise each morning. It's the daily habits that make the biggest difference. Remember this. Success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. Finally, you need to track your progress. Goals are dynamic. They require adjustments along the way. Maybe your original plan isn't working as well as you hoped. That's okay. Don't be afraid to tweak it, to try a new approach, or to set a new deadline. Tracking your progress not only keeps you accountable, but it also motivates you. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing how far you've come. Keep a journal, use an app, or create a checklist, whatever works for you. The important thing is to measure your efforts and celebrate your milestones. Let's do a quick exercise together. Think of one dream you have right now. Write it down. Now ask yourself, what's the first step I can take toward this dream today? Write that down too. That first step is your goal. And if you take that step today, you've already turned your dream into action. Here's an example. If your dream is to travel the world, your first goal might be to save $1,000 in the next 6 months. Your daily action could be as simple as skipping that morning coffee run and putting $5 into a travel fund instead. Every step counts. All right, so now you've got your dreams written down, your goals set, and your actions planned out. But here's the truth. The journey from dreaming to achieving is rarely a smooth road. Challenges are inevitable. The good news is, every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Let's talk about some common obstacles and how to overcome them. Challenge 1. Fear of failure. The first challenge most people face is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping out of their comfort zone. Let me tell you something. Fear is normal. It's part of the process. But here's the secret. You can't let fear stop you. You've got to act in spite of it. Remember, failure isn't the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every failure teaches you something. Every misstep moves you closer to the right path. Think about Thomas Edison. He didn't fail 10,000 times. He found 10,000 ways that didn't work. Failure is feedback. Use it, learn from it, and keep moving forward. Challenge 2. Lack of discipline. Dreams are exciting, but discipline is what makes them real. And discipline isn't always easy. It means showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it. It means staying consistent, even when the results are slow. So how do you build discipline? Start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire life overnight. Just commit to one small habit, something you can do every single day. Maybe it's writing for 10 minutes, saving $5, or doing 10 push-ups. Start small and let the habit grow. Discipline is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. As I always say, discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If you want to cross that bridge, you've got to take it one step at a time. Challenge 3. Getting overwhelmed. Big dreams can feel overwhelming. When you think about all the steps you need to take, it's easy to feel stuck before you even begin. But here's the trick. Don't focus on the entire journey. Focus on the next step. If your goal is to climb a mountain, don't look at the peak and think about how far away it is. Look at the first rock in front of you and take that step. Then the next, and the next. Progress is made one step at a time. Break your goals into smaller, manageable pieces, and take them one day at a time. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, so don't let the big picture paralyze you. Let it inspire you to start. Challenge 4. Losing motivation. Motivation is like a fire. It burns bright at first, but it needs to be fed to keep going. If you're feeling unmotivated, it's time to reconnect with your why. Why did you set this goal in the first place? What does it mean to you? Who will benefit when you achieve it? Remind yourself of the bigger picture. Visualize the outcome. Write down your reasons and read them every day. And here's another tip. Celebrate your small wins. Every step you take is progress, and progress is what fuels motivation. So take time to acknowledge how far you've come. It'll keep you excited for the road ahead. Challenge 5. Lack of support. Sometimes the people around us don't understand our dreams. They might doubt us, criticize us, or even discourage us. That's why it's so important to surround yourself with the right people. Find a mentor, join a community, or connect with others who share your goals. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose those people wisely. Find those who lift you up, inspire you, and hold you accountable. And if you don't have that support right now, don't worry. You can create it. Seek out the books, videos, and voices that motivate you, and let them guide you until you find your tribe. Here's the truth. Every challenge you face is a stepping stone. The obstacles aren't there to stop you. They're there to teach you, to strengthen you, and to prepare you for what's ahead. Don't fear the challenges. Embrace them. Because the more you overcome, the closer you get to your dreams. Now let's bring it all together. Dreams and goals. They're both important, but they're not the same. Dreams are where it starts. They inspire you, they excite you, and they give you a vision for what's possible. But dreams by themselves won't change your life. Goals will. Goals take the energy of a dream and turn it into action. Goals are the bridge between wishing and achieving. Here's what we've learned today. First, write down your dreams. Don't just think about them. Put them on paper. Second, break those dreams into specific, actionable goals. Third, set deadlines. A goal without a deadline is just a wish. Fourth, take daily action, no matter how small. And finally, don't let challenges stop you. Let them shape you. Remember, the difference between a dreamer and a doer is action. A dreamer imagines what could be. A doer gets to work and makes it happen. The good news is you can be both. Dream big, but act even bigger. Let me leave you with this thought. The future you want is waiting for you. It's not in some distant place, and it's not reserved for someone else. It's in the choices you make today. So ask yourself, what's one step I can take right now to turn my dream into a goal? Then take that step, because the life you've always imagined is closer than you think. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to the channel for more insights and lessons to help you grow. And let me ask you this. What's one goal you're setting today? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, take care, stay disciplined, and keep turning your dreams into reality. I'll see you in the next video.